When they thought about the Bearcats, I think preseason they were predicted to go number 5 in the Big East. And certainly right now they're undefeated today. They play Connecticut. Tonight they play UConn. All of their home games are sold out. The Bearcats sold out. It's amazing. Only in America can you have the Bearcats sold out. So we're excited about UC football. Certainly we're excited about the Cincinnati Bengals. The Cincinnati Bengals have 5-2. They're number 1 in the division. We're excited about the possibilities. Just coming off of a bye week, they're playing the Baltimore Ravens. The Ravens coming off of a slaughter of the Denver Broncos. And we know that as an organization, we are where we want to be, first in the AFC North. And so we're excited. Of course, Coach Marvin Lewis, I keep begging for tickets. I've yet to get a ticket. I'm your biggest fan. I'm telling you. I'm your biggest fan. It's like it's Michael Jordan and then the Bengals. If I get some free tickets. So we're looking for some free tickets. You can send them to us. We're excited about the Cincinnati Bengals, excited about the possibilities, excited about the Bearcat, UC Bearcat basketball, Xavier basketball, all of our local programs. We promote and support all our local programs. Certainly we're excited. Me as a Forest Park resident, I'd like to thank all of those residents of Forest Park that voted yes on our tax levy so that we can keep sports and so I don't have to worry about little kids extracurricular activities kicking in my front door and robbing me. So I'd like to thank all the residents of Forest Park. We're excited about Winton Woods football team this year. They beat Ross last night, first playoff game, so we're excited about what the possibilities are. Also, I'd like to give a shout out to, I don't know, anybody else we need to shout out?
I'd like to give a shout out to Shawn for last minute deciding to be on the show
Yes.
with us
Yes.
today.
Thank you.
We are very, very proud to have Shawn with us today.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And I'd also like to give shouts out to anybody out there watching that saw me recently post this on Facebook. Thank you.
You posted what on Facebook?
To watch the show at 1 p.m.
Oh, I posted 12 p.m. I'm sorry.
Yeah, well, hopefully.
See, because I knew if I said 12, then they'd probably get there to their television by 1.
Yep, there you go.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, so we always leave off talking with Joe. As our favorite topic is music. One of our favorite topics is music.
Absolutely.
And so Shawn has been invited to just join in the conversation about music. We'll talk about a lot of things in life. We can talk about fashion. We can talk about sports. But what passion that I have, and it seems to me that there's a growing momentum or a growing shift toward positive music, and I think that that's something that we talk about. Is there a need out there? And remember, if you're a parent, if you have children out there, we know that one of the biggest influencing factors is music. And so if you're watching us on television, which I can't see myself on television right now because I'm in front of the camera, which somebody turn that television on. But we're excited about just what we can do and really what music means in our community. Joe's talked a lot about it. Shawn, of course, we haven't heard your perspective. We kind of hate new music, new hip hop music, particularly.
Definitely.
I mean, I'm just not happy. I'm still not happy. Even T.I. in jail, Lil Wayne going to jail. It seems like all the good music going to jail.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I agree. Today's music is totally different, but at the same time, I guess it's their environment. They're the youth. It's their music, and that's what they enjoy. So I'm with them on that. But I pretty much listen to all '90s music, all the stuff that I grew up on, all the stuff that to me had meaning, had heart, had soul, had. I mean, I'm not saying the music today don't have soul, but it's totally different than '90s music, and it's. Is it positive, today's music? I guess in some ways it is, some ways it's not. Like
You're
I said,
independent, aren't you?
very independent, yes.
You're independent. You're not a Democrat or Republican. Say you hate it. He wants you to say you hate it. He said it's good, it's bad. Son, if you don't, we didn't invite you on this show.
I hate it. Okay,
so you can sit down there and wobble. Quit beating on the table, son.
Okay,
We ain't bring you on the show to wobble. Say you hate it like the rest of us.
Okay, I hate it. I hate it. I hate it.
I hate it.
But at the same time, it's driven me away from it. I listen to more. I'm broad. I listen to a whole bunch of, and when I say that, I mean today's hip hop, rap music. It's took me to where I listen to. It's no fun no more.
Yeah.
So, and then at the same time, the '90s music that I do listen to, you can't listen to that all day.
No.
Yeah.
So I've been trying. I listen to rock. I listen to alternative. I go back to the old soul. I go back to old Jimmy. I go back to old. I just go.
So what alternative music do you listen to?
Oh, I listen to Creed, Color of Mud, Coldplay. That's my favorite group all time. Nirvana.
You listen to Cold?
Cold.
Up.
No, I haven't heard Cold.
It's a good.
Stain. I like Stain.
9 Inch Nails.
9 Inch Nails. I just now recently had a guy in California that I knew before I moved back. He was always to get me into Alice in Chains, and it was kind of too hard edge. But he was always egging me on it, and finally I said, all right, I'm gonna pick it up and give it a try.
So did they ever figure out why they chained up Alice?
Have no idea.
Alice in Chains. Why is Alice in Chains?
Yes, we would like to know.
We'd like to know.
Please call in the Genesis Men's Hour and let us know why Alice is in chains.
651-3036. And could somebody unchain Alice, please?
Thank you.
There you go.
So music is a huge part of your life, similar to me.
Yeah.
I mean, I listen. It's no secret of those of us at the table. If you had to guess who's the country boy, I'm the one that listens to country. I didn't say it.
I don't even listen to country.
Good.
Like,
I
I
know.
can't even get into it.
Go ahead and say it with me. Get her done. Get her done.
It's in you.
Get her done. There we go.
Okay, that's all I could do for you, man.
Okay,
That's all
you
I could-
squeeze it out.
It hurt.
But I think the reason is that why country music means so much to me is because of the lyrics and the stories that it tells. It's not all about the dog, drinking and getting your wife back or losing your wife. I mean, they have stories that are everyday stories. What hip hop used to be more about to me.
Yeah.
And that's what I think when we talked about earlier before the show about 90s hip hop, what was important was the fact that you had this whole decade of music that, we started the raw stuff. You had NWA, you had Luke, you had Too Short, you had a lot of artists that didn't have a positive message. So I think as much as we were promoting the message of the 90s is that we also, in the late 80s and in the early 90s, have to take ownership of where it went wrong.
True.
And so I think that that's part of, we will take responsibility for that. But you had fun, hip hop, you had, whether it was Dana Dane, Slick Rick, you had Special Ed, you had a variety of artists that told different stories. And today, we have the stanky leg.
The stanky leg again?
Yeah, I could
The last time I was on this episode, this show was 5 months ago, and we had a long discussion regarding hip hop, and one thing we decided was we do not like the stanky leg.
Yeah.
And as you can see, it still resonates within us, and we do not like the stanky leg. So
It still stank.
the leg is very, very stanky.
The leg is stanky.
And what's interesting is that the biggest thing, I was in New York recently, and it's like, ma, and it's like, son, and the hip hop, roots of hip hop. And so when I'm in Brooklyn and Queens and Bed-Stuy and up in the Bronx, and it's like you're at the home and the epicenter of hip hop music, and it's like I'm walking through the subway, and it's like everybody talks, and the whole feeling of the New York was just great.
Culture of it all.
The culture of it all.
Yeah.
And I just felt like, I just wanted to go back, and I'm in Times Square, and now they took the traffic out of Times Square, so you can sit down in Times Square, and it's like, I'm got my iPod on it, so I'm over in Jersey, and I'm taking the train to Jersey, and I'm sitting there listening to Coltrane. And then when I get into Midtown Manhattan, of course, I'm updating my Facebook status the entire time, so if you wanted to stalk me and kill me, you could. Because everybody tells you exactly where they are on Facebook.
Yeah.
Where you at? I'm right there. I'm walking down the street.
Yeah.
I just scratched my right butt cheek. And so we know that I was updating my status on Facebook. And what was interesting about it was that I was sitting there, and I just had to go old school on my iPod, and so I just started putting in the old school and the battle between LL and Kool Moe D,
There you go.
and Heavy D, and it's just how they rep the communities and the neighborhoods. And then I had to go to Fat Joe and the Big Pun, and I just did my New York hip hop, and then I had to go to Nas, and I just had to go to Jada and Jigga, and it was like, that was hot back then.
Yeah, that was definitely hot. That it to me, the biggest change to me is that the music, like you said, doesn't have as much stories anymore, and it doesn't have messages. It seems like the music is made basically to sell a product, to commercialize an artist, and it seems like it's either made to either A, dance, or B, sell a product. That's all
No,
it
the
seems
dance
to me.
is good. I like.
Oh yeah, I'm a hip
I
hop
like
dancer. I danced on
Yeah.
Soul Train.
Yeah,
I was on Soul Train in 2001, April 2001. You know what I mean? It was like 5 episodes. I don't think they showed me though, because they really don't show fat people on Soul Train. And I'm still pissed off at Don Cornelius about that. I danced all that whole weekend, and I didn't see myself. I'm like, Don, why can't fat people be on Soul Train?